Now the play's being stopped. And now the Lions have.
You see the athletic trainer. He's trying to get in there to help Swift out, and he barely even puts his hand on top of Walker, and Walker already he pushes him for an unnecessary reason. You see how big the difference is. The athletic trainer, they don't hit the gym. No, they don't. They don't. They don't. They're not. They're not 24, 25. They're not 6'5", 200 something pounds. They're fragile. They work. They make sure they do their job to make sure you're good, make sure the players are all right and all straight. But let's look at it one more time. See, he barely touches his arm. He pushes him from the back.
Now the play's being stopped.
And shout out to the athletic trainer. That man looked like he 75, 76 years old. He still he held his own. He turned around, got up in his face. And the clip you talking about, I got that clip too. I had to play this clip. I didn't want to show just him, but you see that?
The emotion got the worst of him.
Yeah.
For the second time this year on a Sunday night.
Clip from Friday, but he was over there crying like a little baby. Like he acting like he shouldn't have been suspended, or he shouldn't have been kicked out the game.
Yeah. He might get suspended. Like it probably is not out right now, but shit, you never know. The league might come down on him and might try to suspend him.
Well, that's what I was going to actually bring up. I actually got that up. They gave an update on that today, like you just said.
Oh shit! Oh damn!
We got an update on that today. But so this was reported by Tom Pelissero. NFL is still reviewing Packers linebacker Quay Walker's actions Sunday night, but no suspension is expected as far as now, per Tom Pelissero. And that's where it comes to you, Lamar. So you seen him. He just pushed the athletic trainer. He pushed him pretty hard for no reason. He ended up getting ejected when the trainer was only trying to do his job and help out a player. And with Quay Walker, but before we even keep on going, Quay Walker, when you're hurt, I don't want you screaming out for no athletic trainer. I don't want you screaming out for help. If your ankle broken, sit there and cry. Help, ask your teammates to help you out, because the athletic trainer, you prove that they're not, like, you don't want their help. You want them to get the fuck out the way. But what's your opinion on this? Do you feel like Quay Walker should have been suspended?
I think he.
You gotta remember, it's going into the playoffs. That was a very important game, and
yeah, I think he should, especially just because of circumstances. Now, I really have to think about this carefully. I think he should, just because it's not like he's, like you say, like he's not going to a playoff game next game. They are out the playoffs. They got to go to next season. So I feel like if you suspend them for like one game going into next year, that'd be fine. And also too, this is teach like everybody around the league, do not put your hands on trainers. Like, who do you think you are putting your hand on a trainer? These are people that, like you said, they try to help you out and try to see what injuries you have and try to fix your injuries and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, obviously I don't think he has anything against trainers. I just think he pushed that trainer because I was a Detroit Lions trainer. So he probably was like, man, who the fuck is this guy? Like, this on some, I don't know, man. I don't know what the guy was thinking, but I just thought it was really ironic and funny that Quay Walker went to University of Georgia, and the guy who was hurt on the ground was DeAndre Swift, who also went to Georgia. Those are Georgia teammates, Georgia Dogs. Yeah. And then I don't know if you noticed, but when Quay Walker pushed the athletic trainer, when the trainer kind of like turned around with that reaction, another defensive lineman from Green Bay kind of like bumped the trainer, like kind of like bumped. You seen that?
I did see that. He gave him a light little.
He also went to Georgia. That's why I'm like, damn, bro. So these Georgia boys, man.
But especially, I feel like that's real disrespectful because we just came off a DeMar Hamlin situation. You just see an athletic trainer, bring him back, do CPR for 9 minutes straight. They just showed how important they are. And then less than a week later, you're disrespecting the same people that just risked, just use their whole credential to bring another brother back to life. I don't know. I feel like this should be suspension. Maybe 1 to 2 games. At least one game for next year.
Oh yeah, I say at least one game. That's what I would say. And then, yeah, like you said, for next season.
Yeah, and if they would end up making the playoffs, do you feel like they would have suspended them for that game, for the next playoff game?
Maybe I would think so. But I feel like it's easier now to suspend them just because they're not in the playoff game. And it wasn't like, Quay Walker, he's definitely a factor. Even though he is a rookie, but it's not like he's like he's not like a JJ Watt or like a TJ Watt or a Nick Bosa, to where if you are missing a Nick Bosa, that's going to completely kind of like, change your defense in a sense. So yeah, right. I think this is the right decision. I think the right decision is to suspend him for at least one game going into next season.